Children were lined up on platforms so strangers could pick them. The orphan train stopped in towns across the country, and the children were put on display for families to inspect and choose. We show you the system. You decide what it means. Follow Off Limits America. This is part 2 of 4. Handbills went up ahead of many trains, announcing that children were coming and homes were wanted. When the train arrived, the children were cleaned up, dressed, and brought to a meeting hall, a church, an opera house, or lined up right on the depot platform. Then the townspeople came to look. Families walked the line and inspected the children, and in some accounts they felt arms for muscle or checked teeth and asked children to speak or sing. Some were hoping to adopt a son or daughter. Others were looking mainly for an extra pair of hands on the farm. A child who was chosen went home with strangers that same day. Older children were often placed under agreements that bound them to work until they came of age, in exchange for food, clothing, and schooling that did not always come. Screening and oversight varied by agency, place, and period. Local committees were supposed to assess prospective families, and agents were expected to revisit placements, but those safeguards did not always work, and some children were neglected, exploited, or abused. For the child standing on that platform, much came down to a stranger's glance. Contemporary accounts describe stronger and healthier children often being chosen first, while the sick, the small, and the older children were sometimes passed over and taken on to the next town down the line. Picture standing on that platform as a child, knowing that being chosen meant a home, and being passed over meant another cold ride to another crowd of strangers. The children generally had little say in where they ended up. Their futures could turn on who reached for them first. Tomorrow, part 3. The brothers and sisters who stepped off the train together and were split apart for good.